Hello, people. If everyone is out there and this is a special day to one person dead or alive, greetings to those people who have been in your life and have acted as your mom, or that person is your mom, or that person brought you up like your own. Happy special Mother's Day to that person. Yes, I will not really be specific to only one video because there are those who have really given birth to their babies and they leave them behind. There are those who have given up birth to their babies and they abandon them. Now I'm talking to that special person who has cared in form of the mom from day one. Okay, that could be your real mom, that could be your sister, that could be your brother, that could be your dad that is acting as your mom ever since you were brought up, when you have grown up with your dad, who has done two jobs at the same time, looking after you, bringing you up like a mom till where you are. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Women's Day. It's really wonderful day to really give you a special thanks, my dear friends out there. Good morning, wonderful people. I'm here in the live stream today. Don't mind about air in the house, the big smile. It's because it's a special day according to the calendar behind me. My dear friends, Women's Day. Friends have to be really smiling out there. It's all those ladies out there. It's all those women, is they're not just any other women, but those friends who have really given great work to the people. There's people who are committed from day one. Someone is committed day two. Someone is committed day three, competing, trying to do the best for his or her family, trying to do the best for his or her young ones, trying to do the best for the little ones out there. That's really hustle. That's where we are sending the women's day wishes to. Not someone who is out there and then have given up or abandoned about either their work, even their family too. That's really, I will not really wish you happy birthday. I will not wish you happy birthday for Women's Day, my dear friends. So many day celebrations, which is a happy birthday to some of the people, because there are ladies out there who always work Monday to Sunday. Monday work to Sunday morning till midnight. They always come back but they always have that little time they give out their family. Happy Women's Day. Okay, my dear friends, I'll try to give also this special thanks to my dear friends by giving them this special song. Okay, allow it and take it, so at least you can be out there and you can really be able.
She gave me life, showed me what was right, taught me not to fight the battles that weren't worth the fight. Right from the start, she held me close, and as time went on, she was strong enough to let me go. There's nothing you can do that will change her love for you. When the world comes crashing down, her love will pull you through. There's nothing you can say that will take her love away. Through the heartache and the pain, it was her love that still remained. Her love is gonna shine through everything. There's nothing in the world like a mother's love. She filled every need, made my life complete. And time again, she was with me to the end. She'll believe your dreams, however hard they seem. When you'd almost given up, she was there to lift you up. There's nothing you can do that will change her love for you. When the world comes crashing down, her love will pull you through. There's nothing you can say that will take her love away. Through
Happy to the Women's Day, my dear friend. Happy to those who have been working there. Happy to those friends who have worked hard to really be with families out there. Yes, some people are really trying to take Women's Day as only one thing, that it is only for only those people who are just home. There is there are very many ways how people have really celebrated this day in such a way that people have celebrated this day by looking out their loved ones out there. They have looked out down there. Happy Women's Day to the ladies who were working before when they were strong. Okay, those ladies who were 60 years and below. Happy to those friends who are out there, and it's a happy Women's Day to all those special ones who have tried to think about their young ones. On Women's Day, special to those friends who have really done it, thinking about how this day was started before. Women's Day to all my dear friend, and happy Women's Day to all ladies who are in participating in as participants. How are you people? I'm the Guapo in the live stream. Good morning, my dear friends. Those of just wake up, Florida, New York, Georgia. Don't forget South America. Friends, those who are in Brazil, thank you very much. Thank you for really giving all that time, all the little time you always share out with Moses Kizito. Friends, those who are in Europe, good afternoon, my dear friends. I always appreciate you for always being in the live stream with Mosisi. I would like to take special thanks to thank all friends who were able to join Mama Ifichi with her celebration of the year plus added to her, my dear friend. Thank you very much. That's also a mother, and she's a woman too who has really done it to the best. My dear friends, I really thank you very much for really being a special team that is always really making support to this show every day. I'm trying to do this so that I can really be able to celebrate we as one, my dear friends who are women out there, no matter which age. Okay, no matter which age, don't mind. You're lady, and you'll be one day. Okay, being a lady or being a woman, so like, what are you going to talk about? About I would like to talk about the ladies as those people who are really keeping that tough give in, my dear friend, to their families. Okay, trying to fight hard, at least their families can be brought up as one, as a strong family, a recognized family, a giving family. Okay, a giving family, as in being soft spotted in terms of trying to be polite before everyone. Those are the ladies who are being celebrated, hard working in this world. Because before, these are the ladies who are always looking after the kids. They have to work, they have to cook, they have to wash clothes. They, it was always a lot to the ladies out there. That's why we have Women's Day. Thank you for that, my dear friends. Hopefully, you're trying to celebrate it in that angle, my dear ones. Don't try to really be honored to have gifts out there, but at least there are those who are not working in offices, but they work down there deep in the village where they always wake up, go to the garden, prepare, get food. After carry food on their heads, bring food home, peel or prepare food for their family. After preparing food for the family, they serve food for the family. They wash intentions for the family. They try to look after that the kids have. They try to bathe. To look after everything to and fro, garden and home, my dear friend. Those are the ladies I'm talking about, friends. Okay, I really appreciate you and thank you for really being a supportive team and being a happy one every day. I really appreciate. It's always awesome to have you friends out there. Yes. All right. And you out there, and tomorrow never comes. Will you be able to say Happy Women's Day to that one person, that one special person you like to say Happy Women's Day? My dear friend, do not wait for tomorrow to come. Try to text someone, hello. Happy Women's Day. Try to say something, hello, Happy Women's Day, my sister. Try to say something, hello, Happy Women's Day, my grandmother. Try to say, hello, Happy Women's Day, my mother. Try to be polite while sending. Do not wait for tomorrow, okay? Don't try to be among those people who are waiting for the next day to say Happy Women's Day. It's always today you to say something, no matter where you are. You're most welcome in the live stream, my I am, okay? Try to be special to someone. Try to be special to that lady out there. try to be able to be polite by saying Happy Women's Day. All right. Thank you, my aim, for having you the live stream. Mangdanga, be my own Gabi. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate you. And the second person who is watching in the background, thank you. Be polite. Say hello. Okay. Say hello to someone who is a lady out there, no matter which country, how far those people could be. Try to say Happy Women's Day. All right. Thank you. That's why I'm trying to say if at all tomorrow never comes. Began Mabuti po. Kumusta sayo? I'm doing great, my dear. Thank you for asking. Thank you for checking in the live stream this afternoon. Kumusta ka na, guapo? Mabuti po, kaibigan. Hopefully you're fine and hopefully you're doing great. Okay, how's work? Is the boss celebrating Women's Day or they did not? Did they give you a break today because you're a lady, you're a woman, okay? Did they recognize your day or even today you have to really report properly and you have to do the work until the end? And that goes to my I am. I'm just inquiring, my dear friend, because moments always happen once in a while. Always you cannot really have the perfect moment the second time. Thank you if at all you were able to give me that thumbs up in this live stream. Okay, I appreciate Odiba. Yes, my dear friend. That's what I was talking, my dear friend. That's what I was talking about earlier. If tomorrow never comes, how will you be able to tell this person Happy Women's Day? I love this song. I know, my dear. Yes, thank you. Mm-hmm.
She gave me life, showed me what was right, taught me not to fight the battles that weren't worth the fight. Right from the start, she held me close, and as time went on, she was strong enough to let me go. There's nothing you can do that will change her love for you. When the world comes crashing down, her love will pull you through. There's nothing you can say that will take her love away. Through the heartache and the pain, it was her love that still remained. Her love is gonna shine through everything. There's nothing in the world like a mother's love. She filled every need, made my life complete. And time again, she was with me to the end. She'll believe your dreams, however hard they seem. When you'd almost given up, she was there to lift you up. There's nothing you can do that will change her love for you. When the world comes crashing down, her love will pull you through. There's nothing you can say that will take her love away. Through the heartache and the pain, it was her love that still remained. Her love is gonna shine through everything. Oh, there's nothing in the world like a mother's love, and she would do it all again for the chance to help you win. She was the one who gave it all. She was the one through every fall. There's nothing you can do that will change her love for you. When the world comes crashing down, her love will pull you through. There's nothing you can say that will take her love away.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Women's Day. Yes. To my side, yeah, there are those who are those with babies, those without babies. But indeed, if you don't have one, say Happy Women's Day to your mom out there because that's the mother I'm trying to talk to. If Happy Women's Day, yes, because everyone on this earth was given birth by a woman, and you'll be also becoming a woman, and you have also tried to be a woman to raise someone. Maybe biological daughter or son, or maybe an updated daughter, yes. And that person is saying the woman in this lady, this is the character I'm trying to say. Happy women is the my dear friends. How are you, Agabi Salimanya? In case you're in live, you let me know anytime I'll be able to catch up with you, Agi. In a moment you try to catch up. Yes, I expected to have work today, but that work probably did not really give me exactly what I was expecting, which we can really give some time. We have to wait for some time so at least I can be able to maybe to handle it next time because this time around it may not be possible. Yeah, it may not be possible. Let's try to say sis Crisco HK Vlog Buhaini Bonsai. Buhaini full of trees. Mabuhay. Buhay is a house, according to the Filipino language. Buhay ni mabuhay, my dear friend. This is Chris HK Vlog from Hong Kong. Chris HK from wonderful Hong Kong. Ti la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Finally, Agi Abisali Manyashi is present in the Might live stream. Our Agi. Okay. La 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 la. If you're present in the house and ready, by the way, that's also another thing. If you're still busy, it's okay, my dear. Yes. Hello, Abisali Manya. How are you today? Kawa kawa. Ooh, la, 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 la. See if tomorrow never comes,
What are you
how
doing
will
today,
you
Bosisi?
knew?
You are live
Yes,
today.
you asked, yes, I know. Yesterday you asked me whether I will be live today. I was supposed to go and install cameras for my boss, but we missed.
Ah,
We didn't have a ladder, a long enough ladder to really do his work. And he was like, okay, what we
ah,
shall do, I'll buy a ladder next week. Then maybe that's when you'll be able to do that installation. I said, okay, fine. And I had to say, let me go and I do my live stream. Last time here I was here pleading, where is Agabi Salimanya? Because I had the pending question is in my head, the three of them.
oh
One,
no.
hmm, I tried to plead, where is she? Where is she? And I didn't want to go to Facebook to call you or to text you because the only way to show that you're free, it's when you pass by live streams. If you have not passed by,
Yes.
implying you're busy. I didn't even bother, but I tried to leave the question is pending on my live stream because I asked them and I said, in case she watches the live stream, she'll be able to answer below. How are you, Aggie?
I'm good. I'm good. Bosisi, are you going to record this one? Yeah, we're
Today
gonna
I'm going
record.
to record because I've already opened up my stuff behind.
Yeah, that is nice. If you're going to record you and
Should I record using YouTube? Is it okay with you?
yes, of course. I think so.
Okay, because
And you can
YouTube.
ask me anything. Oh,
Don't
and
say
I'm
that.
going to. I will
Eh,
going to upload that one. I will edit and upload it.
Now, if it's to ask everything, let me do for you the best video because YouTube will try to will try to give me some. Let me now get it. Let me open up my OBS. Open for you.
Okay.
Sam, you're also coming to the live
Yes.
stream. Thank you for joining. Let me
Yes,
open up.
you can also join us on Ask Question below if you want. It's nice. I love it. We're going to put that one in the podcast.
Anyone who is out there, feel free to. Uh,
To ask questions
Anyone who is
about
out there,
TT.
feel free to engage Agabi Salimania. She's saying she's willing to answer any question in case you have any out there. And
Ah,
I
okay.
think since you're going to be having questions and
Oh
this,
no,
I want
the
to capture
internet.
her. Okay. But I want the software to be load. Come on.
It's loading.
Let me remove it. No, not internet as such. I wanted to open up for you OBS to record properly. But it looks
Ah,
like OBS is going to mess up with me. Let me go back to YouTube. Yes. Because I want to ask question is I want to ask question is when everything is being recorded.
yes.
So at least you can be able to have that great moment of putting up contents out there.
Yeah. I need some,
Right.
what do you call that one? Content in my podcast.
Last time I checked your podcast and you had only two things there, and we're not even published. I saw two things there. Go on to
Yeah.
check. I was like, where is she? I was asking myself this question: where is she getting the viewers? Which videos do they watch most? Then I found out that it's the shortcuts.
The podcast that I've got, I do it first. I upload that one, and then I do it like a premiere, and then I just put that one in podcast after.
Okay. Now, Agi Abisalimanya, my first question in the house is I don't know whether you're related to it. Because
Yeah.
after having watched one of your video, no, you having said last time in this live stream that your son is doing nursing activities these days to earn some little money, right?
My
Okay.
son, the small one or the bigger one? What you mean?
Both
The
did you the
oldest or the
nursing?
youngest?
Both did the nursing work? Because
No,
you talked
no,
about
no. Ah, the nursing. Yeah,
yes,
my son
nursing.
is nursing. He is 17 years old.
Okay.
I think the course took 3 years, so it's still 1 year, and it must 2 years more to go.
In Germany, a daughter or a son, at what age is he or she supposed to work?
By this time, he's already. I mean, what he is now is we call that one as um, Ausbildung here in Germany. Ausbildung means you are working, and other side you are schooling. So because you are working, you get money from your work. So he has already salary every month. That is that he's starting already working. But in the other side, he is also studying with this education.
Okay. And uh, him being studying, is that always a request done by the parents that please you can study while working, or it's always the kid's request to?
No, that is not request by the parents and for the children. That is the educational system here in Germany. So that is the educational system. We call it Ausbildung. Or you can also go, if you want to go study, you can also go college here. So we call Beruf College. You're still studying. And then after, or if you finish the gymnasium 12 years, also, I mean, they have a different school system. So we have the Ausbildung. That Ausbildung is only you are studying until 10th grade. That is what we call the Ausbildung. After 10th grade, you are graduated and you can make an Ausbildung. And then if you are in gymnasium, you can study until 18, 19 years old. So we call that one abitur. So we have another system of school. We call that one abitur. And then if you are finished with abitur, we call that one. If you graduate the abitur, you can go studying again in university. So it's a lot
Okay.
of work.
Okay, because the reason why I was asking, because it may either be maybe that the parents request, but since it's mandatory that it's a must that
Yeah.
when a student clocks 17 years, he is supposed to at least to have some work plus going to class. It's not a
Yeah.
parent's wish or the
No.
kid's wish.
No.
Oh,
So because of the
okay.
system here that is included already, for example, some kids here they are in Realschule, that or Realschule or the what we call the Gesamtschule here. So that it's like a high school, and the grade schooler is until 10th grade. So after 10th grade, you are graduated already. So you graduate in that school. So if you have a very good grades, what we call excellent grades, you can uh, go to study again. So another year again to study to get your abitur. That is 2 years again or 3 years, I mean now. And then you can go university after. But if you don't like to go study again and you finish your what we call that one
High school level.
grade, yes, that high school, you can go for Ausbildung, that means study and work. So you can choose.
Okay. Now, at least now this is answering some of my questions I had last time. Because last time I was here and I wanted you to give me answers. Because one of my pending question was that there are kids or students who always leave Africa when they have got scholarships in German. Then when
Okay.
they sometimes when I try, and those are upgrading master, they're doing masters or they're doing PhD. When I try always to look through the requirements, they always tell the students at least you have ever worked somewhere for 2 years, like experience of working for 2 years. Those students are coming in for further studies. Then my
Yeah.
question was about that issue, that when these students from Africa they reach German, okay,
Yeah.
is there a way they are allowed to do work while studying, or they are supposed only to go for classes and after when they are done with their 2 years or 3 years studying, they come back to Africa? That was a pending question, and that was your
So,
question.
as I've known, if you're going to, there are two visas in Germany. One is student visa. Two is visa, what we call them when they're looking for people who graduated before in their country, and then they will go first in language education. So they have to study the language from Germany. That is very important here if you're going to work here. So mostly, especially a big company or what we call, if you are just working like Amazon or you are from, I mean, internationally, I think some of the company looking for English speaker. But if you are working here for German company, then you have to know how to speak German because that is the first requirement if you are from other country. So as I've known, student visa is required when you are if you want to willing or if you're willing to study here, you have to get the student visa, but you are not supposed to work. You are just only student visa here. And then if you're student visa, I think you have to get some company to make your praxis, so what we call this working area, because here if you are student, you have if you're student visa, you have theory and you have praxis. But if you are only student visa, no working visa, then you have only to study in college. So I mean, you go to college and you are not allowed to work. But if you want to go for worker and while student visa, then I think you need to have a school and you need to have a company who are you going to make the work then what you want to be. So like for example, I want to be a doctor. So I already studied there, but it's different. I mean, the level here in Germany is different from other countries. So you have to go here for work here, but you have to study first the language, and to do, I think you have to go around first the whole company, roaming around the company and getting to know what is there inside in the company. And I'm not sure if it takes a longer time. I'm
And
not really sure. You have to do first
yes,
everything before you just go for work direct. And so you have to first you want to work here, then can go for student visa, and then another visa for you are allowed to work because of the practice, what we call it. We have to practice. I mean, yes, practice. Yes.
that brings me to two other questions with what you have just explained.
Yeah.
If a student has no a visa that has both student and working visa, that student will just go only in for only studies or
Yeah.
his or her education. She's not
Yeah.
allowed to work anywhere. He's not allowed to work anywhere. Now,
Yes.
these people are always sponsored by with the scholarship is always has that little sponsorship given to those
Also, I have
students.
another one, Musisi. If you're student visa here, and they are some of the Germans is like, so if you're good in the school and you are from other country, they will give you a chance to get a place to work. So when they say you are a student visa and you are good in that, some companies will get you out there and you will say, okay, if you finish that one, I will I will support you. You can work in my company. So like that. Then you have the
Now,
work and you have the school.
how they explain this to the authorities? Do they pay they pay for the student the working visa? Do they go to the authorities and they clear this student? Did they request, or it's just automatic that if I know this person is good, he or she should just move straight to the company?
I think the company will do everything, the papers. So they don't know anything about us. No, the students will not do anything. But if the company will say, I will support you in the students, or you can go work, you can study, and then you will, what we call that one, study you can go studying, and then
While working.
while working, and I will pay you, and I will do the papers. They will do that one here in Germany. They can do that one as long as you are in good, you are very intelligent, they see you are very what we call masipag in Filipino. Masipag.
Masipag.
Yes, if you're they will tell you that they will see that you are so masipag, because I don't know in English anymore. So
If you're an expert in that.
yeah, then they will get you, then they will support your studies, and on the other side you can go for work. So you have your paycheck every month.
Okay.
So
Now, uh,
yeah.
yes, that also brings us to another thing where I will ask that, if at all this student who is being sponsored in German on a scholarship education, he or she came with just a student's visa, and he or she has no expertise. He's not good at something. Okay, that
Yeah.
person is good at is reading, getting books, and really they come up with the maybe their A's or good performance. The
Yeah.
issue is, if at all the money he or she that is being given by the sponsoring company, that's
Yeah.
the company that really sponsored him right away from Africa, that money is not
Yeah.
enough. For example, you're renting somewhere, or you're sleeping somewhere, you're sleeping outside the campus, and you have issues with transportation, you have issues maybe with the home services, electricity, water bills, and so on. When this money that is given to you is not enough, how do those students always go about it? Do they
Um, Before they will go here, I mean the visa, they will check you out first. They will check you out if you want to go for student visa here. They will check you out. Who will be your sponsor here for study? So they need that one. How many money you got for because you're studying, you have to pay yourself. Where are you living here? If you are going studying, where's your, I mean, address here? So they had a lot of things to do. If they don't, if these three things, I think these three things, you don't have these documents, I think it's difficult to come here in Germany because they need that one. So they will get some people. Some I have a friend. Example, I have a friend. She's from Brazil. Um, Her husband is from Brazil, and then they came up here. I don't know what he came. I think a student visa. Yes, a student visa. And of course, they studied like caregiver. I think so here. Yes, he's studying caregiver here. And after the company saw him that is very masipag in the work, so they let them stay. They let them stay in the country. They give them visa to stay in the country. And yes, until now he's working. And he's not. He's never. He stopped as a student visa is anymore. He's just residence
He's
here.
just now a worker. He's just
Yes,
working.
a resident. Yeah, he's a resident here, and he's already allowed to work. That's what's so easy because it's student visa, and then the company say, okay, you can stay here. We will sponsor you. So stay until now. He has kids, two kids, I think so. So that is
How?
how in
Okay.
Germany. How is that is
Okay.
how in Germany.
Another question. This comes to still because today I'm basing more on students. I would
Yes.
like to know more about students, how students always in Germany, always how they survive and how everything goes. Yeah. Yes, because I always see very many students of mine come, they live here after they are done with their degree from here. They always tell you, you know what, we got a sponsorship in we got a sponsorship and we are going in Germany for further studies. And I always
Yeah.
have very many questions rotating into my head, trying to ask myself, how are they really how they read? If at all, the student's visa, you
Yeah.
were supposed to last for 3 years, okay?
Yeah.
Then you fail
Yes.
to complete your studies in 3 years. What are you supposed to do as you as a student, or is the government deports you back to your country
Yes, they will go. They will let you back in the country.
before even completing your studies?
If you don't complete or comply the requirements because you are a student visa and you are not finished, they will let you back in the country.
No,
You
the issue
cannot
is like
stay.
this. The issue is like this. I've been studying 1 year, then the second year I'm
Yes.
supposed to do research. I
Mm-hmm.
do research with my supervisor, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, let me say this. Unfortunately, my supervisor, he or she passed on. Okay,
Okay.
she's buried. All right, and
Yep.
I'm given another supervisor. I'm handed over to another
Y-
supervisor. Then this other supervisor tells me, no, according to the research I've been doing, try this other new one. This other new one requires me to add another extra year, okay, to
Okay.
complete that research.
Okay.
But according to my student's visa, it was lasting for 2 years or
Yep.
3 years. But
Yep.
my supervisor, unfortunately, he or she has passed on, and we have to bury, and then I have to be assigned another supervisor. But when I assigned
Yeah.
another supervisor, this person tells me, according to your research, you're supposed to repeat it from this stuff. And repeating it needs me more and an extra year. How
Yeah.
do those students always overcome that?
Okay. If you want to study more, one more year again or 2 years more again, they will give you another like. Okay,
Stuff.
you can stay. No, yeah, you can stay for 2 more years here if you are not yet finished. It's okay. But if you finish and you don't do anything, they will let you go back to the country. And
Okay.
I think it's more easier when you're finished in the. You know what, Musisi, we have a lot of Filipinos, nursing Filipino. They came from Philippines. And that time is the German embassy or the company from Germans, they're looking for some nurses at the time. So a lot of Filipino nurses are applying in the embassy. They are applying as a German nurse, in Germany. So they must get some sponsor or somebody that they know from here in Germany. So that's what because I have a friend from other place here in Germany. she is the one who are accompany the nurses from Filipinos who came here. So she's the one who do that one. So she only just say something. Okay, you have to need these papers, do these papers, and then if they ask you where to stay or do you have any friends there in Germany, they will can tell. Okay, this madam is the one who will. I know these people, and then
Look
they will
after this
sign there.
person.
Yes. So that is really I mean this is really that was really nice because a lot of nurses from Philippines are coming over here. I think last 2020, 2021, more than 600 nurses are coming here. They are here. Until now they are here. So they are working as a nurse, but I think as a worker you have to 3 years, I think so, valid visa as working, and then after that they will give you another, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years again. And then if they say the
Okay.
company yeah, they will give you another stamps. And then when the German government says, okay, you are good, you can stay here, and I will give you residential visa and you can stay here. It's like that.
This call, yes, Cocax here host. Thank you, Bella, and you're most welcome. Thank you for joining this live stream. I appreciate. Now, this calls me to back to the other student. This student who was given 2 years, good enough. This student has really completed the course properly. This person has completed his or her master's degree. Then, is it an automatic that after completing this the 2 years master's degree and I've excelled properly, is it automatic I'm supposed to go and apply for a job in German, or it's always no please, according to your student's visa you're done with your studies, just go back home?
No, I think if you are finished here studying in Germany and you have your certificate, you can as well ask for, you can go in a company and ask for a job or apply for a job. And that
No
is
matter.
thus, if yes. And then if the company says, yes, we have a job for you, then that's great. But if somebody says we don't have a job for you, that is the question. Because you can stay there, you cannot stay here in Germany just living without any work. Well, if you have a family here, it's no problem. But if you are alone here, that's the problem.
Ah,
Yes. Yep.
because
So, so
because at first at first you were saying that there are three categories of visa:
yeah,
student, working visa, student and
yeah,
working visa. And then I was asking myself, how will how does the government change its mind or change its rules that the moment this student he used the student's visa, after
yeah.
after the education this person has to go back, but this person has another right in case he's done with his student's visa and he or she applies in a company somewhere and he or she is allowed, the government has now a right to change for you the visa
Yes.
to working visa.
Yes, they can change anytime. If you are graduate here and you have already your company who will get you, you have a place for work here already, I think there's no problem. They will give you automatic, I think, working visa. And then how many years? That's different. If you're working visa, you are only just giving you, they will giving you me how many years. But if you are residential visa, that's more great because you can work anytime you like.
Now, this calls us to have another question in the live stream, my dear. If at all, this student, he or she did her further studies in German for 2 years, and he or she, after immediately when she was done with her studies in German, she booked a flight and she went back to his or her home country. In any
Yes.
case, a country advertises a job, and this student looks at this job in whatever country he or she is, whether Africa or Asia or South America, and this student applies for a job,
Yep.
and that person qualifies. because first of all, this person knows the language. This person has papers from German. Uh,
Yeah.
will it be easier for this person to process a working visa, or it's always still slow as the process, no matter whether you had studied
Um,
your education from Germany or not? Mm.
in that case, I'm not expert, but I have some friends who was having that. Like also, if you're a student here after studying here 3 years, it's better not to go back home in your country. It's better to stay and look for a job. Or before you are finished studying, you look for a job already. So you are allowed to look for a job up. Well, I mean 3 years. You are 3 years here studying. So maybe you are finished 6 months before. So you can look for a job in that time gap. So you can 6 months you are looking already. So after you graduate, then you have already your job after. It's more easier than if you have after school you go back again in country. It's not really good idea to go back again. So I think it's better
Okay.
to stay after you
Uh,
graduate here.
how many months or years do they always give you with that students visa that they have provided to you? How many months they give you extra, you to stay as you're looking for a job?
That I don't really know,
The period they
Musisi.
always give you. Pardon?
I don't really know how many months or how many weeks they will give you a place to get a job. I don't really know how. It depends. I think
Because,
so. I'm not sure.
because if you say that it's better to stay, or when you get a job after studying, they always give you that opportunity to say that indeed you can now continue and they give you a working visa. But
Yes.
is it authentic? Is it allowed by authority that this student is done with his or her 2 years? We give
Yep.
him extra 2 or 1 month to look for a job, off 3 months to look for a job. Immediately, for those extra 3 months are done, fly back to your country. Because that's the period I was
Um,
looking for.
I'm not sure. Maybe no, maybe yes. It depends on, because in Germany we have a lot of what we call Bundesländer. So every big city had a different, or what we call, we are belong in Germany. It's so like in we are belong in NRV. So my place belongs to NRV. The NRV had rules. We have rules from the other Bayan. So from Yunchen, they have another rules about from immigrants who came here. So I don't know how they work for that, because immigrants, we have different rules. NRV had different rules. Bayan had different rules. Niedersachsen have different rules. So we have, we have 16 Bundesländer, we call it one, and every Bundesländer have different rules about immigrants. So we cannot say, yeah, we need this kind of people. We need a lot of caregivers. You can come again. You can come here. You can stay here. So the Bayan, they need maybe they need a lot of people who are working in as what do you call that one? Big companies. Yeah, they can get from other country. They can say stay here like that. So we have so different rules. Every Bundesländer. I don't know how in English. Every Bundesländer have different rules in immigrants process. So I'm not sure like how many they will give you then time slot or time explanation if you stay here. I don't really know about that. Because I'm not a student visa, I'm a fiancé visa. Oh, Musisi, you are cut off. Oh no, what happened? Hi, Bella the Explorer. Musisi is out of town. Woo! Musisi, where are you? Oh no, Musisi. Yes, Musisi is out of control. Musisi, where are you? I cannot hear you.
Musi's back. Musi's back now. Hi, sis co-host from Bella the
Billy.
Explorer. Bella the Explorer. I don't know that today you're at work or you also celebrate International Women's Day.
Women's
But in
Day.
case
Oh,
you're celebrating International Women's Day, the co-host she said, feel free to ask the question whether from the chat or you can come and join us on the panel here. She, uh,
yes.
sh- yes, she said, feel free either to ask. Now, move away from the. I'm going to move away from the working visa issue of the student. I am working. Oh, Sabinyab. Let me explore. Excuse me. The place was cold. Let me close a bit. Now, running away from a student's visa, let me ask if at all a student is in German and was given a province, I don't know what they call them province. You said how they call them?
Province? What do
Do
you
you
think?
call them provinces? Or if at all,
Yeah, or maybe it's a provinces. I'm not sure really what is Bundesländer. Are we gonna check that one in English? Bundesländer. Bundesländer in Deutsch. Oh God.
Bella,
In English.
look at what Bella she's saying. She's saying I wanna apply also in German. No, you can apply, but my dear, me, I'm here to ask her questions. We said I'll always ask her questions whenever she's free, and she always answer them. And my role is always to give her the recording. She
Ah,
make
I know
mm,
already. States is like federal state.
okay.
So we have
Uh-huh.
16 federal states. So what we call it in English. So every federal states have different rules about immigrants. So I cannot
Okay.
say this one. Like
Now
that's
we shall
I really
base.
didn't know
You
how
said
to.
what? You said your state is called Al what?
We are our federal state is NRV, Northwest Palen.
Okay.
Northwest
Now,
Palen.
Your northwest state. I want to base with that. If at all a student applied and he or she is supposed to study from the northwest, but okay,
Yeah.
let me rephrase the question. Is the student allowed to go to other states in case that student was assigned or is study from that one state? Are they allowed to go to other states?
Of course they are allowed to go another state. You are in Germany. Only that they have a different rules about that, about the processing of papers, about entering here. Um, it's different, but you can go from state to state. Of course, it's okay. It's you have a German student visa, and it's okay. You can go anywhere as long as you don't work. As long as you don't work, it's okay because they are you in the list, and they are here in Germany. All are computerized, so they know you, everything about you, they know you. So like no excuse if you are doing some, yeah, what we call black work here, then that's not really good then after. So you have, if you have a working visa, you can work, but if you're only student visa, you are not allowed to work. Although student visa here in Germany, you are allowance, do you have, I think you have allowance from the government. Yeah.
Aha, that
Yes.
was another question I wanted to ask. That
Yes.
if at all these students, of course, in the other live stream, where I was waiting for you, I had that question. Is there in any way does the government try to give support to the students who are studying from German, no matter whether they
Yes.
are citizens of German or they are coming from outside of German?
They have allowance. That's what I think. They have allowance, I think, from German government because yeah, if you make if you are Ausbildungen, that is already a student visa, and then if you're working in the company, they will give you money. So that is already allowance for you, like like that. But if you are
Okay.
working, really working, they will give you some taxes. I'm sure, I'm not sure with with the student because my son is also Ausbildung, and he's studying and he's working, but he must pay tax for that. salary.
Okay. In
Yep.
Canada, there is a tendency of taking tax off the either products, whatever thing you buy, they always take off tax. But in Canada, they
Yes.
have a tendency that if at all you're flying back to your country, around the airport, you can apply and get the tax out. They can pay you that tax because you're no longer a citizen and you're leaving their country. They give you back that amount. Is that also possible in German? If at all a student has been there
Um,
for 2 years and he or she has been working, now he or she is going back to Africa or whatsoever country where he or she came from, is it possible that they do give you some return of the tax of certain percentage?
oh, Musisi, I don't really know. I don't have any encounter in that case. I'm not sure. But if you are you are a taxpayer here, and then you work hard, so I think when you're getting older, they will give you the money. I'm not sure if you are just paying tax and then you go back home after 3 years. You go back home in your can. I'm not sure about that. I don't have any encounter in that case, Musisi. So I cannot
Okay.
answer the question.
Okay, Agi Abisalimanya. Thank you very much, Agi. I'm so let me first give you a pause so at least you can be able to to sip no, we no longer take coffee. Now we are taking different drinks these days. So at least let me give don't wave. We're not
No,
yet done.
mastermind. Mastermind is
Hey,
in the house. Okay,
Master,
okay.
you also come into the live stream as I'm giving a short break for my co-host. Let me welcome. Thank you, Bella, for joining the live stream. Bella, you are hello, guapo. Hello to you, good neighbor. Hopefully you're doing great. How is your beautiful wife? Hopefully she's doing great. And how is the family at large? The host gave me a priority that indeed I can really be able to ask her any question of my wish, so that she will be able to answer. And how she always edit to what indeed she wants to publish out there. Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Then, by the way, that day after when you didn't show up, Master he joined the app and then he decided to sing for me. But yes. Now, you said you know about the taxes, whether they return taxes back to the student when they are leaving the country, in case they have been working in German. That you're not certain about that, but you're certain about government giving allowances to the student if at all they are working, right?
Yes.
Okay. If at any chance this student who is on student's visa messes up with the laws or rules that governing that specific state,
Yes.
are they always deported back to their country or they're just prisoned in that country?
Oh, I don't really know what's the rule about that, Musisi. I cannot say. I'm not a, I'm not a lawyer. I think the lawyer must do.
Now you see now
I don't
how
really know.
you see how now our topic is getting hot and hot and
Yes.
hot.
I'm
Yes.
not
Uh,
yeah, I'm
uh,
not working in the government, so I don't really know how they do that
but still you
kind
can
of
find out.
rules.
Yes, you can find out. Yes, may not be a lawyer, but I know there could be some information about that if at all the student misbehave when he or she has been on a sponsorship or a student's visa here, when he or she does this and this or A, B, and C, then the student will always be deported back to their
Um,
country.
as I've known, it not only students. If you are not working visa here, so it you not only students, and you are just coming here, or you're just a tourist visa or any visa that is not working visa, so you are not allowed to work. And if you work, so if you do differently, so you work without any saying to the government, or you don't register to the government that you are working, so it's like we call black work. And if they will get you, or they will catch you that one, you must pay fines. You must pay fines. Not only student. If you just a visitor visa here, or you came from other country and just live here for a while, and then you work without any visa or working visa, they will,
Authorization.
yes, the I think, as I've known from others, so from others, you have to pay fines. So the highest you have to pay the government because you're working and you're not allowed to work. And possibly, if you are from other country, they will let you go back in the country that you came from.
The
There's a
the issue
possible, there's a possibility.
the issue is you pay, then they deport you.
Yes, that is
If
that.
if you fail to pay, they take you to prison.
Um, I'm not sure. It depends on how big is your problem then. But if you are working here for how many I think months and you don't pay for tax, because that is you are working, you don't pay for tax, like you are misbehaving already, then maybe if it's really big trial, or I mean big problem, then you have to stay in prison for how many months? Like, you know Boris Beka? You know Boris Beka? Yes.
But yes.
Yes, this was a tennis player. He don't pay tax. They put them in prison because they don't pay tax. So that is how it is. It's a German. It's a German. They cannot let them go out, so they have to go to prison, in
they
prison.
they have to either pay, then they're deported, or they should go to the prison
Yes.
because they have been using
So
government services without payments.
yes, true. So that is like, yeah, that is how strict the government here. So every work, it depends. It depends on how you. I'm not requesting everybody to work or not work, but it's different when you are working without tax, on you are working with tax. Oh, anyway, that's a. Yeah, like we call it what in Philippines, TNT. You know what is TNT?
Hindi.
Oh,
I
my
don't know.
son. TNT is tago ng tago. That's how they are staying in the country without any correct visa when they are working.
Oh.
Yes, that is how
Now,
we call it in Philippines.
is there any percentage that is always given to students who are studying? For example, any percent deduction on any service that as a student who is working while studying, that he or she will always pay this amount. Maybe it could be transport, it could be water, it could be electricity, anything. Is there that deduction that is always given to specials to students?
Oh, I don't really know, Musisi, how they do that one from immigrants, because so my son, they paid really, my son paid tax already. So I think how many percent? 20% for the tax. But he's living here, but in our home, so he don't need to pay
You
the
don't need to
home, the
you don't need to make
electricity.
him
So
pay electricity and so
yes,
on.
we
Okay.
yes. So that is how we do it generally. So we pay all. But my son is paying tax himself. And he's paying tax, and he's paying also health insurance self. So we don't pay for him. He's paying himself health insurance and of course the tax.
Has someone who has been a senior citizen for some time, like Pogi, like you, when you
Yes.
reach yes, when you reach
Yeah.
retirement age, and by the way, first of all, when do you always retire in German?
Um.
Someone to be considered that they are laid off work.
Okay. My husband. So my husband is he can work until he is 67 years old.
Okay.
And if he's
Here in
67 years
Uganda,
old, and
it
yes,
is 60 years.
yes. So you have to get the. I don't know. The system is very complicated in Germany. Must you see? Some are before the olders before they can as well, who are working before longer time. They can go for what we call that one. What do you say? It's not in my mind. So if you are stop working already, so they can stop until 60, 65, 63, 65, like that. But now they change, the government changed it again. So they must people who are working from this year until this year, they have to work until 67 years old. So they have like how many from this year
Age
to this year?
bracket.
Yes, they have brackets for every. So they have to train. It's sometimes complicated there. So if you sometimes you are already not working, yeah, and then some people says, "Oh, my money from the government is not enough. I have to work a little bit." They will do that kind of here because, yeah, from the government they get, it's not enough for them, so they have to extra work to get some extra work just to pay their
If
yeah what they
if
need.
if you retire from the government, as you are an individual, if you retire from the government, do they always give you all amount you have worked for that time, or they always give it to you in installments? I'm
You
asking
give
this. I'm asking this because you're about to retire from the government.
no they will give you every month. So it depends on how your work and how many salary you get from your work before. So if you are getting a lot of money from before, I mean you are still working, then you get then a lot of when you go retire when you in retirement. So you get some. But if you work before and just only you just you have a little salary, then you get only for retirements a little bit also. So like that. So Musisi,
Okay.
I have to excuse my mother-in-law is
Thank you, Aggie. Yes, I had
okay.
someone on the bell,
Yes.
silent at the doorway. Okay, my dear friends, how are you, Bella? The Explorer, how are you, my dear friend? Master Wade, you're also coming to this live stream. Yes. Today I have an opportunity of asking Abisalimanya all those questions because she requested me to do so. Okay. She requested me to do so. So this clip at 26. And I should put there 1 hour. Okay, these are seconds. Sayao now host. Will you sing for me, my dear? If you are you can be able to sing for me, then I'll be able to Sayao for you. Huh? Agabi Salimanya. Are you ready to shake the booty now? You missed the dance? Just because I can't dance alone. I want to dance with somebody. And the Aggie, I am working. I know. I know work is making it difficult for you, my dear friend. Work is making it difficult for you, my dear friend. I need to create this first console. Do it again. I want to create something for her here. I want to see where it is, at least we can be able to have a better thing for her. I want to create for her something, but I have to clip it out. I have to clip it out for her. Let me see. I want the song in. Next up, no, I have by the way a lot of time, my dear. I have a lot of time. Earlier I was playing this. I have a lot of time. I have a lot of time. Okay. Then this other one, I have a lot of time. Okay. Right, now let me create here for her, add for her something here. Podcast pod. I'll just
Oh,
do this.
it's a happy Women's Day today.
Yes, it is. I told you earlier.
Yes. You don't have question for woman's mother, working mom.
Should, okay, let me first clip out. Let me first clip out the first one here. Uh, then after I continue with the ladies, the
Yay.
let it first create here. After that, then today is International Women's Day according to this. 29th it will be Good Friday. Then 31st it will be Easter Sunday. But let us talk about the Women's Day today. Now,
Yes.
Agi Abisalimanya. In German or
Yes.
back in Philippines,
Yes.
how were you always celebrating your Women's Day?
Oh.
Start with Philippines.
Okay, in Philippines,
Yes.
I go out with my sisters and my mom. So we go
For
out
swinging.
like yeah, mostly we go out for dinner. So that is like normal there because my papa is already or my father was already dead. So he's already deceased long time ago when I was 2000 when I was 14 years old. So we celebrate our Mother's Day every time we go out with my mom with my two sisters. Here in
Okay.
Germany, so it's different because I'm the only woman here. So all of them are boys. So I have to go out with them. Okay, with them. So like today, for example, we're going out for bowling. Like like that.
What's bowling this one?
Yes, the big one, the big ball. You roll it over
Won't
like
you
that.
end up fading down?
I hope not. So we are going out tonight. So with my guys here. So I'm the only woman.
Ah,
So I'm the only princess
and
with all the soldiers.
when it comes to the entire country of German,
Yes.
do they recognize it as International Day?
Actually, yes, they are celebrating here, Women International Day here. Yes, they are celebrating here, but not
And
so really the same as in America that they're just everything. It's just they celebrating here, but not the same from. I mean, in America, mostly in America, they are really getting so like they are having celebration like holidays, so like that. But here, no, we are celebrating, but not so big, like boom, like that. So
meaning that the government doesn't recognize it, or the government recognizes that day.
they are recognizing, but in Germany, they are just like, okay, today is Women's National Day, we can go out ourselves like that. But actually, they are just like, it's not the same as like Christmas or Easter that they are getting really in on it, you know? So, like that. It's the same as Valentine's Day. They are celebrating, they don't celebrate Valentine's Day in Germany. So, Women's International Day, they are celebrating, but they are not just like, so it's a holiday. No, it's not like that.
Last time you were giving us a premiere about the fashion is that always a special day in the country? Fashion is about the wedding gowns and so on and so on.
Yes,
Is
they
it,
are
is it
also, yes, they are also in it. I think France and Germany is not so far. We are also neighbors, and France is always in fashion. They have every time fashion, so it's the same in Germany also. So they have it also. Yes.
now on Women's Day in German? Let me leave out Philippines because the daddy had passed away. Now in German, Pogi, does he always prepare for you lunch, supper, dinner, or it's still your work to do to
Um.
prepare?
They today. I mean today. This year, then he don't do nothing because he's working. So I do it myself. So nobody else, and I have to go. I have to drive to the school, bring my kids, and get from school
Drive
because
drive to
yes,
store for 5 minutes.
yes,
Five
Yeah,
minutes
so
drive.
today from yeah, Women's Day is for me just like normal day. So you have to
Oh,
work. Yes,
here
it's
in
I have to work.
Uganda, here in Uganda, Women's Day, there is no business. Students,
Oh,
yeah, there is no classes, there are no students, there are no schools go like taking kids to school. It's a break of International Women's Day. It's like a holiday. There is
okay,
no
that's
work. That's why I
nice.
was asking Bella earlier, is she at work or she's home?
Okay. No, here is like normal days. It's like they're celebrating, but not holiday. So it's just like normal day. So my husband is working, so I have to do some, houseworks as a mom. And I'm happy because I don't have work today, so I'm free. But tomorrow I have to work. That's the time. That's why I am in now here in your live stream.
I understand now. Because that was also another question that today, why are you home? Why are you not at work? But since it's your day
Yes.
off, now I can tell. Bellas, thank you very much for being about. Oh, thank you. The 8 people have given me thumbs up in the background. I really appreciate you very much. Really appreciate you. Now, my co-host here, feel free to ask her something about German. In case she knows about it, indeed she will give you the answer. In case she doesn't know, she will tell you exactly that belongs to the lawyers, that is for the police officers. That
Yes,
is
true.
for uh, uh, how she doesn't want to carry out research about where she is.
Yes, I'm not
Now,
allowed to do that.
now you're allowed, but you don't have just time. Not enough. You
Yes.
don't have enough time for it. Maybe sometimes. Now,
Yes.
since you Richie Vivi, you didn't buy rice, eh? You didn't buy nice dress
Nice
for
dress.
me. Ah, why should I buy you a nice dress on International Women's Day? Again, another question that comes from me towards you. Thank you for joining the live stream, VVVV. I appreciate you for having joined. Now, Aggie, another question which is moving towards the. Yeah, she's laughing. Uh, Even she has diverted me from my question is because my question is we are flowing one by one, one by one, one by one
Yes.
to the other, to the other. Why
Yep.
does the government allow students to go to school? Yet it's a public holiday.
It's not public holiday here, Musisi. So
Oh,
it's normal day here. So that's why it's not so they are not so really celebrate. They are celebrating, but not a public holiday. So like that. So the government had no excuse for today. They have to work. They have to go to school. So it's normal day here.
that's bad. I can understand
Yes,
that's bad.
this is how different on culture. What we call it one culture shock like that.
Okay. The other question is about you not allowing yourself to be a citizen of German. Does that affect your raise in terms of maybe subscribing for services and so on? Or it's always normal life? Don't you always explain before the authorities, I'm already a citizen, or I have kids here? Does it that always give you hard life, complicated life?
No. Um, Actually, my husband asked me if I want to get my German citizen, but I'm the one who said no.
Yeah, yes,
I
yes. Last time you explained to me that it's you who said no. Me, I want to stay as a
yes,
Filipino, okay, a
yes,
Bisaya Filipino. I don't want to be. But now,
yes,
here in Uganda, when you're trying to claim, for example, for a passport, okay,
yes,
a Ugandan passport, they'll ask you some questions. They also ask about, they'll find out your background, okay, and if they find out that you're not a, as like the way you're saying that I've never subscribed to allow to be a German citizen, yet you have been there for more good years, clocking into
yes,
20 something, but you don't
yes.
allow. Don't you have complication? Maybe getting a visa, getting a passport like that when it comes to applying
Um,
for them.
you know what? The problem is when you are not a German citizen, it's not so easy to go to UK or America because you really need a visa there. But if you are a German citizen, so that's the point. That's really an advantage Because if you are a German citizen or I'm a German citizen, I can go anywhere without any visa. So I can go to UK without visa. I can go to America with tourist visa. So no more complication, no more, I mean, a lot of questions from them because I'm a German citizen. But if I'm not a German citizen, so
That is
the
my
same as
question. Yes, yes,
yes,
you're
then I will
not.
say I'm not a German citizen. So if I'm going to UK, I need a visa there. So I really need a visa. I have to go for a visa application. I have to go for interview. The last time we were in Scotland. So Scotland is belong to UK. So I have to go for ask a visa, a tourist visa there. So it took only 1 month, but they had a lot of requirements for me, like bank account, who will be the one who sponsor me there, how many months or how many weeks I'm going staying there, I'm working here or not, like that, if I'm working in Germany or not. So that's a lot of, and last is they need a statement from my husband's
Bank statement.
company. Yeah, my husband's company, that my husband is working there. So like they need a lot of from you. So that is the advantage if I'm not a German citizen. So but it's okay for me. Anyway, I'm I'm not if I have all their requirements, it's very easy. Like yeah, I'm working, so why should I stay there for longer time when I'm working here? So they have say, okay, you get your visa. That is the one they are asking for, that I'm working here or not. Because if I'm not working here, they are afraid that I will stay there longer in UK or Scotland and looking for work. That is how they are thinking about the immigration there.
Oh,
So that's
now
why they
as you,
ask the question.
okay, now as you applying, you apply as a Filipino. You use a Filipino
Yes.
passport.
Yep. I'm applying with a Filipino passport, but I have a residential card here. So it's no problem at all. But I have to let them say to put documents that I'm working also here in Germany. That means I'm working here, so I must go back to Germany because I'm working here. So like that. That's
Okay.
very. They are also like strict in that kind. If you are not a German citizen, so that
How
is
long
how advantageous.
how long do you want our live stream to be? Because now more questions are coming in my head. How long do you want our live stream to be? 1 hour and
I
30
think we
minutes
could
or 2 hours?
any okay, 2 hours is okay if you want. I,
All right. Now this
yes.
bring this brings me to another question, which is really alarming to me. Here in Uganda, especially if you want any government document, you want a bank statement, you want to process a passport, you want to buy land, a property, they always ask for the national ID.
Yes.
Now, because of that scenario, let me move now to German. You have said you have a residential card.
Yes.
What do they always base on to give you a residential card? Is it because you have a job in German? Do they always base on the family you have in German? What tangible document they base on to give you the residential card?
They are basing because I have my family here. So I have two kids, I have my husband, and the house of my husband is also here. So that's why they give me a residential card. And then that after that one, I have do my German language. I do my um, driving's license. I do my crash course, caregiver, and then I do my work. So like they still just what we call slowly getting up to that. But I don't.
Graduating.
Yes, but I don't like to be a German citizen. And that
Now,
another advantage also, Mosisi, why I don't like, because if I'm a German citizen now and I have a property in Philippines, I have to pay tax.
exactly, that's where I was heading. That's where I was heading. Continue. If you have become a German citizen and you have a property in the Philippines, what happens?
I have to pay the tax also here. So I have to pay that. tax from
Because
Philippines
they will look,
because
they will
I'm a
look.
German already. So what property I have, if I'm a German citizen, what property I have
In
in other
Philippines.
country,
Yeah.
yes, I have to pay tax in here. So like that. That is why.
Hi.
But if I'm clever, I have my property put from my mom's name or my sister's name, so I don't need to pay tax because that is not my name. But the property is mine. That's the problem. So
Now,
I do change it
uh,
again.
that's now an either way question. If at all you're in German and you're a German citizen and you have a
Yeah.
property in Philippines, you have to pay for that tax, or you have to pay for that property tax
Yes.
service.
So
Now,
yes.
you're not a German citizen. You live in Germany. You have just a residential card of German. If
Yes.
it comes, I don't want this to happen, but in the case this happens, if this happens that you want to claim for property, you have any right to claim for property in Germany when you're not a German citizen?
If I have pay or I buy a property, I can buy a property here because I'm living here. But I have to pay tax even if I'm not a German because this is their country. So yeah, I have to pay tax for that property. So is there. That is how it is.
Hello.
Every time you do buy taxes or if you have your own what we call that one, what we call business here. Even I'm not a German citizen, I have to pay a tax for that because that is mine, my name here, and the business is here, and the property is here, so I have to pay tax for it.
Yeah. Hello, Neotech, your channel. You're also coming to this live stream where I have Agabi Salimanya. She was saying, Agabi Salimanya Kumusta, Sabinya.
Hi,
Uh,
Neltik, you
I
can
think,
come over. It's International Women's Day.
yeah, don't try to say more of that because when you say International Women's Day, as if you want me to go down and leave only ladies on the panel. I can leave the panel for you and I run away. If you just say that, okay. Yes, the question was about taxation, but the question was about claiming for your property. If you have a property, okay,
Yes.
let me take it maybe at the I'm at
Here
work
in
since,
Germany. Do
okay,
you mean here in
yes,
Germany?
yes,
Yes.
in German, in German. When
Yeah.
you're in German, for example, maybe your husband left a property behind, and he left
Yes.
the property behind by saying, I this property should be given to my wife,
Yes.
my beloved wife, Agabi
Yes.
Salimanya. Do you have a right to claim for that property?
Yes, of course. Of
Basing
course.
on what? Because you're not a citizen of German.
No. Even I'm not a German citizen. If my husband says this property, I will give it to my wife, then I will get that property. They cannot do anything. The only thing is I must pay for the property then. So I must pay the tax.
Oh, tax. I
Right.
thought that I thought after giving out that Agi, take
No,
this phone.
no.
Now I'm supposed to pay for the phone again. Mm.
No, no, no. If your name also this house we have is the name of my husband. So he will pay the tax because it's his name. So and if the name will be mine in this property, so it said, oh, when I passed away or whatever, then he will say, I will give you this property. The property is your name already. So that case, I have to pay the tax to this property. So not my husband anymore. I will be the one because that is my name. So it is in Germany.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, it's
Now you
sometimes not easy because you have to pay every time you go. You have to pay tax here, but this is Germany. It's different.
yeah, because I'm trying to look at a property that has been given to me and I'm supposed to pay for tax. Now, to get rid of the tax for the house, you're supposed to sell it off, right?
Yes, you have to
But
sell it
the
off.
condition that is still alarming in your names, you always run in to pay the tax for that
Yes.
property.
And
As
you
a,
know what? If the house is like you make a house and then you have credit for that house, you have to pay also for the credit of the house. So, example, I and my husband build a house. So the house is, in our name. When my husband passed away, so the house is my name, and and the house is not yet fully paid. So the house is not yet fully paid. So because my husband passed away, I have to pay everything in the house.
Even
That is
all that attachments
yeah,
they are transferred over to your
yeah.
name.
Because you are the secondary. You are the spouse, so you have to pay all the things what is left behind. That is this so complicated here. So that is how I said, "Oh my God, I don't need a property here in Germany." So it's better to have in the Philippines. Philippines, you
Y-
can stay anything. Only just if you have a property, so maybe a little, you pay a little, and then good. Here is they will calculate your property, how big is your property. If you're running a business, they will calculate how many salary you have the whole year, or how many gain you have, or how many what we call income you have in your business. They will calculate everything about that, Musisi. So I think it's better to have nothing here than having a business. And so I'm just living like simple life here. It's more easier than having
No, it's
business,
not a
having.
simple life because you're not a citizen. Now, to me, I always look at it a difficult issue when you say that I'm not a citizen, but I live a country, but yet a country that needs documentation in everything to achieve it. The 5 people who are watching my live stream, thank you very much. I was trying to ask another issue that if we're told by any luck, your husband gives a
Yes,
property to your sister back in Philippines, okay? When that
yes,
sister she's living in Philippines, can the
yes.
government allow that sister to come and really claim for that property?
When really? Yes, but my sister must pay everything then. Yes. When
If
you
I
have
told
the
this,
really, when they have really, what we call this from notary, from the, what we called here, um, what we called it one, attorney here. So they had a notary that says, okay, when you get that, you get this property belongs to the sister of his wife, tuck tuck like that. Yeah, you can have it, but she must come here and do and pay the tax also because that is her name. So like that.
uh, if in any case, a citizen or a non-citizen of German, he or
Yes.
she fails to pay tax, no matter whether she's in German or outside German,
Yeah.
what happens always to that property?
Well, I think the government will get that one. They get your property.
And how long should someone dodge taxes, the
But
government to
first,
claim for that property?
they will they will send you a letter about that,
A
yeah, you
warning
don't
letter?
pay. Yes, a warning letter that you don't pay your taxes. Now, of course, you have to pay fines first. Huh? You have to pay fines for that. Because it's here in Germany, it's normal. Everything will be fined if you don't do their rules.
You're
So
paying you're paying fine for a big mansion, which is
yes,
which even takes away almost a half of your salary. You pay taxes.
yes,
Proceed.
that's true. Yes, that's really true here. You are just so I think it's better to have just a simple life working here. So like you are working, your husband is working, you're working. I'm happy for that. But having a business, having a big property in here, I think I'm not sure. Maybe the Germans like it, but I'm not because I'm not a German citizen. So I think it's better leave it that way, like that.
Is there in any way someone who has ever approached you and they try to explain to you this life before your application for citizenship, or it was just your thought that I will never do this because of the way they conduct the services? May I repeat my
Oh,
question?
yeah. What do you mean
I was,
about in what case? Like doing some a German citizen or in
for
what case?
example,
Or yeah,
before I go to Philippines,
yeah.
I'll try to first find out, do a background check. How do the Philippine government works out? How do the Filipinos always conduct visitors when they are in their country? Are they welcoming people, or they always really rough when it comes to people who are coming outside their country? And if at all you're to do business there, will they always support you in your business as you're a foreigner in their country? Or
Yeah.
if at all maybe you're leaving the country or you want to buy a house in Philippines, is it possible it's not allowed to buy a house in the Philippines? Like that background check. Now my question is, as when you're in German, did you do your personal background check about the government and how the services are, or someone tried to advise you that you know what, if you want to apply for citizenship here in this country, but this and this will always be able, you always have to fulfill it. Did you
Um,
get an advice from your friend or
I
anybody?
had I had a lot of I get it of some from the reading books as well. Like in case here, if you are studying here in Germany, you have to do some like that background check. So the government, what is the system, what are they are paying for, or how like that. So you have to read everything about that. And the other hand, also I have a lot of friends who are just having, yeah, that is here. Why some Filipinos are living after they are, okay, what we call their husband is dead. They are going to the back to the Philippines and living there because of like, that is how I said, oh, it's different. But that comes from what I read about the system here, and that comes also from some of my friends who
Experience from
are,
your friends.
yes, from their experience and from their advices also. So I get a lot to both of them. So like that. So better to know
Oh,
first, actually.
now, not only just the background check about the country, but you also learned from, I will not say mistakes, you also learned from how your Filipino friends and other people who are coming from other countries, how
Yes,
the way they always go through the life. And then you
yes.
ask yourself, is there any other way of living in Germany without being a citizen of this country? And they were like, yes, you can be in this country without being a
Yes.
citizen.
Yes, I already know that before. So
Agabi
before
Salimanya,
I,
you're wise.
yes, I
You're a
really know
wise
that
person
before.
now. Now I'm trying now because for the past 4 years we have been together,
Yes.
chatting, doing what I was asking myself, what is on this lady's mind? What is on her head? To not to register as a citizen in this country, yet she has boys in this country, she has a husband in this country, almost not yet a half of her life, but at least she has been living with her family here. But she's not willing to become a citizen. Is she just stubborn naturally, or what is the reason behind? Yeah, I was asking my question, but I could not always have a way of
Yeah.
approaching you to ask you again about it, because it was always my query in my head that the moment this person is running away from this, what is really making this to be really so hard for her to register as a citizen? And then that also made me to think about now the students always go to German, that the students always go to German. Now, how do they always go through the life in German? If at all, even the person who has been there for good years, 20 and a plus, okay, she's not willing to be a citizen. Yet someone lives Uganda, someone lives Africa and other countries, and they feel like they should in any way be citizens of that country.
Yes.
That was
And you
always
know
my
what?
thought.
But
Mm.
you know what, Musisi? I'm also not citizen here, but I'm working also here and paying my tax. You know what? That's the great also. That's also an advantage because even though I'm not citizen and I'm working, I'm paying my tax. At the end of the day, when I'm going out or I'm old enough to stop working, then I get my money then every month because I pay tax and I'm living here.
Ah,
That's nice also. But the only thing that you are, yeah, if you are not a resident here, yeah, if you go out some countries that need visa, you have to apply visa application and blah blah blah. But for me it's okay because in European countries except UK, you don't have to get a visa. So as a residential, you can go any border. You can go any France, you can go in Belgium. So no need for visa if you have a residential card here in Germany. So that's just okay.
Okay. Helen Pianchu Grid, you're also coming to this live stream. I appreciate you for having joined. Uh-huh. Then, oh, yes, we still have some minutes. We still have 11 minutes for the live stream. More other question. I don't want this to
Yes.
be happen, but in case it happens, if at all the hubby passes away, and if you like, I want to take my kids to Philippines, okay? And they
Yeah.
spend, for example, your oldest son is 17. He spends
Yes.
more 17 years in Philippines. Is it allowed by German government to have dual citizenship?
No, if they are Germans, they can go back anything because they are not the same as me. But if in case by me, I'm a Filipino roots and then I have my German citizen and I stay there for longer time in Philippines, then I need to get visa again. Like I need to get visa again. So, but if you are my children, so my son is German and they have really pure German. They are not dual citizens. So they can stay there. I think I think 2 years. I think 2 years. Probably stay there 2 years in the Philippines, and they can go back here again. But if I'm staying there longer time and I'm not a German citizen, I have to get visa again. Yes, because I'm not a German
Richie Vivi,
citizen.
Richie Vivi, the issue was I was asking if I told. No, I didn't wish him to die, but I was saying if at all he passes, okay, dying, okay, yeah, he dies, and if Agi she feels like she wants to go with her family, her babies, to Philippines, then is it allowed for the kids to have dual citizenship? That's what she was explaining earlier. Then she was also telling me that if she goes back to Philippines for a certain period of time, how long is it that? How long should 2 years? If it's been two
I
years,
think 2 years. Yeah, they can stay there 2 years. As of my son only. As of my sons, need me, not me. So because I'm not a German citizen. So they can stay there because they called it balikbayan. So they are half Filipino. When they say, yeah, it's the mama is Filipina, it's okay. No problem. But if I'm staying longer time in the Philippines and I only have residential, I have to go back here. I think 6 months and then another 6 months there like that because I'm not a German. So if I'm staying longer time there, more than 3 years, then I have to get another visa again.
when the kids go to Philippines, does the
Yes.
government for Philippines welcomes them as citizens of Philippines because of the mom being a Filipino citizen, or they are treated as German citizens?
Well, actually, I think when we, that's the different. It's I will explain that one, because in my case, I don't know from the other family because in my case I'm a Filipina. So if I'm a Filipina, not a German citizen, so I'm not German citizen. When they are flying with me, so with my kids and me, we're flying, go back to the Philippines. They treat like a Filipino. But if they're flying alone without me, they treat like German. So like
Okay.
because they don't have any so Filipina no they only just see the passport, German citizen. Okay. So like that. And that's the different because when I'm a German, maybe yeah, they treat me like also a German because if I'm German citizen, when you go back to the Philippines, you're already a German citizen. You are a tourist in the country. So like that. So that's the difference. That's the difference.
Implying when they are crossing the immigration, it's because of your explanation so that these are my kids. That's when they even have proof that they are kids, then they
Yes.
let you in as your
Yes.
kids. Now
Yes.
when they move with their dad, when you're already in the Philippines and they come with their dad, they will be treated
Yes.
as German citizens
They will fit as a German.
because you're
Yes.
missing there. But if you move as a couple with your kids, then they will say they are
Treat like yeah.
Filipino citizens
Yes. They treat like a Filipino citizen. Like
because of your
Philippines.
because of your element that you one person missing in the equation. The kids are German citizen.
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
presence makes them Filipino citizen when they're in Philippines.
Yeah, and you know what, Musisi, one thing is some Filipinas, they get some passports to their kids also. Yeah, I have a lot of friends. Some Filipinas here, they also have a Filipino passport for their kids. The only thing is, the last time I was in immigration here, they asked me if I want to get some dual citizen for my kids, and I said, "What is the difference between them if you have two passports with your kids?" The I mean, the what we call the person there said to me, yeah, you can get it, but after 18 years old, they have to choose one." So that's it. On some
You,
Filipinos asking, do not say anything, like,
you,
but
you
I say
mean,
no.
now this brings me to another question. You mean if at all you're above 18 years, adult
Yes,
age, you
yes.
can't get dual citizenship in
Yes,
specifically German side?
yes. My kids can get some two passports actually from babies until 18. So, I mean, that is real, the rules here. After 18, they have to choose what citizenship do you want, Filipino or German. And I say I only get one, so German. Because if you're Filipino and German, I'm not sure if it's really good. I'm not really sure. The other family or some Filipino families, they get two passport with their kids, but I'm not sure if they're registered or not. I'm not really sure. So that's why I get one. That is what the person there. I think it's better to get one because they can get now at this age they can get two passport, but after 18 they have to choose one passport only.
Okay,
And for
Aggie.
me,
Uh,
yes. And for me, I cannot do dual citizen. It's not allowed. It's not allowed the dual citizen for me. So I have to choose also one or German or Filipino.
we have 3 minutes in the live stream, my dear friends. Those who are watching me, I have one more last question that I'm going to ask the host, and she will use the either 2 minutes or 3 minutes to explain. Then when it clocks 2 hours, we shall end this live stream. Then we shall maybe have another live stream when she's free, because she will ask me or she will let me know. My other last question: you have left German. You have been working in German. You left German because of one thing: you have retired. Okay, you no longer are working in the government. You're off.
Yes.
You have to get your social
Yes.
fund. Okay,
Yeah.
that you said earlier that's supposed to be subscribed monthly to your account. The
Yes.
question is, you have gone back to Philippines. Can you still get your social funds monthly?
Yes. That is a good question. Actually, if my man is passed away, I'm alone and I'm retired from work. Actually, I will do that one. I want to live in the Philippines, but after 6 months, I go back in Germany because to get your money, because I'm not a German citizen, to get my money, I have to stay I have to stay also in Germany. So 6 months Germany, 6 months Philippines, because I work for that money. Why should I not coming here back? So like it's better to so it's my in my idea. That's my idea. I don't know from the others, but for me, I think that is a good idea that you have to stay 6 months in Philippines if you are retired and 6 months in Germany if you are and you get your return income, so a return tax what we get from the
Okay.
company.
Implying the moment you exceed the 2 years without going back to German, then they will not be able to pay that amount and that money
No.
back to you.
Yes,
Okay.
because you are not living in Germany already. So that means buy Germany. So I think it's better 6 months, 6 months as an advice.
Okay. Thank you very much, Agia Bisalimanya, for today's show. And it's friends, we decided to do this because Agi, she wants to do podcast and she needs content for her podcast. She will re-edit this information and she will re-upload it on her podcast on her side. My role is always to ask her questions, and her role is always to answer. My second role is always to cut out the video and forward them to her to put on her channel. My side, it will always be a live stream. Her side, it will always be a podcast. She always edit and she adds whatever, she removes whatever she feels like she should not share with the world out there. It has been a wonderful show. It's been a wonderful moment to have you today on that show. Thank you for being in here. It's 2 hours. Thank you very much. Say something, then we end the show.
Okay, thank you all of you who are watching, and thank you, Musifi, for my host today. Thank you
You're
very
welcome,
much.
Agabi Salimanya. Bye bye. Bye bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye, Aggie. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, Vivi. Thank you, Pianchu Grid. Bella, Neotech. I'm out for today. Since we are done with the show. Aggie, one last thing before you go off. Where will I share the
Yes,
videos for you to receive them? Where should I share the videos?
in my I think it's better in my email.
Yeah, you share me your email now. Where? Send me your email on my Facebook inbox me.
In YouTube channel, I have my email.
Okay, fine. I'll send it there. Thank you very much, and I'm out. Bye bye, Agabi Salimanya.
Bye.
Hmm. Okay. I need to cut out also this. I don't know how long the other one was. Let me see. I need to cut out this before we end the live stream. Let me see. Okay. Good. 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 High cost. Good. Good. All right. Right. When she was back here. All right. Shouldn't be public, should be listed. Title Podcast 2. Podcast 2. Podcast 2. Number 2. Podcast 2. Should be with a 2. Should add it 2 here to help identify them properly. 2. All right. All right. Bye bye, people. Thank you very much. Happy International Women's Day.